Hello, my friend, and welcome to the Champions Adjust Sports Talk Show. My name is Aaron Machbitz. Is Jake Paul fixing his fights? And apparently, Jake Paul has had enough of that question, of the rumors, of the allegations, because Paul has been subject to fight-fixing allegations ever since he entered the sport of boxing in 2020. And those claims have obviously only intensified as his career has progressed, perhaps peaking with his fight against Mike Tyson, but continuing on following his most recent win against Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. in June. And then following in social media, following the day after his fight with Chavez Jr., Paul warned he'll be taking legal action against those making baseless, remember that, baseless claims that his fights are fixed or rigged or scripted or whatever you want to call it. This is what Jake Paul wrote on X. After years of letting it slide as just haters being haters, I have asked my team to vigorously go after anyone who makes up lies about my boxing career. Expect to get served, you pigs. So Jake Paul is absolutely following up on his threat. In an article published by TMZ Sports on August 4th, they confirm Paul has hired absolute powerhouse attorney Alex Spiro to take legal action against anyone claiming Paul's fights are fixed or scripted. Well, here's some ammunition for that legal action, because Jake Paul's fights are scripted. They're fixed and they're rigged. Now, maybe the commission doesn't know. Maybe the boxing commission doesn't know. Maybe the fans don't know. Maybe most people don't know. But Jake Paul definitely knows, and the guy he's in the ring with definitely knows. I mean, look at his brother, Logan Paul. Logan Paul is in the WWE. I was a professional wrestler for a very long time. I've been a fan of WWE since I was like 12 years old. I can spot out a fixed or scripted or rigged fight when I see it. But don't trust my word, because my boxing acumen is not very good. Trust someone like Joe Rogan, who's been in the fight game for a very, very long time. And after that Jake Paul-Mike Tyson fight, Joe Rogan didn't have much to say outside of that wasn't a legit fight. Now, two things can be true at once. Jake Paul, according to Joe Rogan, is a legit boxer. The dude can go. He has power. He has movement. Since he entered the sport of boxing in 2020, he's worked really hard to get really good at boxing. We're not taking away the fact that he is a very, very, very talented boxer. Joe Rogan has said that. Many other boxing experts have said how talented Jake Paul is in the ring. But also at the same time, it doesn't mean that his fights aren't a little bit scripted, aren't a little bit rigged to go in his favor. He's one of the most popular, influencers, celebrities, athletes on the planet. Him and his brother Logan Paul, they garner a lot of attention and a lot of controversy. And the reason why he can probably go after these people with legal action, even though he is lying, even though his fights are scripted, even though his fights are rigged, maybe not the full extent, but everyone knows in the building who's going to win. Jake Paul is going to win. You're going to tell me that throughout that whole fight with Mike Tyson didn't have one shot to throw the most powerful punch he could possibly throw at Jake Paul to knock him on his ass? You're saying that there was no openings whatsoever. You could see it. If you watch the whole fight, you could see him move and jab. Oh, there's that one. Mike Tyson has absolutely unbelievable power, God-given power, one of the greatest boxers of all time. You saw him train for that Jake Paul fight. Of course he's going to agree to fix the fight. Mike Tyson needs the money. Maybe all of these guys need the money, but he can go after them with legal action because he can just pay more money than them to maybe hush them up or not say anything, or, keep paying more money so it just keeps going quieter and quieter and quieter, or whatever, however that works. Of course, he's going to hire the most powerful attorney, Alex Spiro, on the planet to make sure that it does look like he's telling the truth by going after the people who are having these quote-unquote baseless claims. They're not baseless. People are watching the fight. People like Joe Rogan are watching the fight, right? I mean, I think Piers Morgan also said in an interview with him the other day, like these fight, not the other day, but maybe in June after the Chavez Jr. fight, but like you can see in the fight if you watch it. Like, I've been watching WWE. I was in the ring. I was a professional wrestler. I know what it looks like to pull back punches, to move, to have things scripted, to have things fixed. I haven't been in an actual, real, legit boxing match inside the ring. I don't know how that goes, but I know what it is to be scripted and fixed, and that's what Jake Paul is doing inside the ring. And honestly, it's taking away from the fact that he is a very legit and talented athlete and a very legit and talented boxer, and he takes it very, very seriously. I know how hard he trains. He trains very hard. He has even a coach to work on his breath work and his mindset. I think that's incredible, considering that's what Champions Adjust, the sports performance brand, is all about. Champions Adjust mindset program. But you can't go around claiming that these are baseless claims when everyone watches the fight with their two eyes. It's like when, the whole country, or part of the political parties in our country, try to convince us that Joe Biden was extremely healthy and his mind was sharp. We can see things with our own eyes. And to be blatantly obvious about that type of stuff, and for Jake Paul basically to say, you guys are stupid, everyone is stupid, everyone who's an expert in boxing is stupid because these fights are as real as they get, is a lie. So he's going to go after them with as much money and as much attorney power as he possibly can to keep them quiet about it, or to keep everyone quiet about it, so he can keep running this scam that he is not having fixed or rigged fights. Maybe I'll get an email from Alex Spiro, probably not. But, I'm just saying the truth, what I think. Like, obviously, then it goes down to the fact that, yes, Jake Paul is very, very legit. But this, again, is taking away from maybe the popularity he's brought to boxing, and it's reducing the level of realness that comes with boxing, right? We know that WWE is sports entertainment. We're really everything. All sports are sports entertainment because they're driven by entertainment. Nobody would do these sports. They wouldn't make as much money if there were no fans. So they're all sports entertainment. But at least WWE is as honest as they can be about it. And I wish Jake Paul would do the same. But what are your thoughts and opinions on it? Is Jake Paul fixing his fights? Is he not? What do you think about it? Let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to hear from you. Then like this video and subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you guys next time. Lots of love. Cheers.